up, y'all? Come on in here. I looked up and forgot to hit start. You know, you look away from something and you be like, oh shit, it's past the time. My bad. I'm putting my tags in. What y'all need to be doing right now is y'all need to be sharing this right now. Y'all need to be sharing this. Let me do this. Club Random. We're talking about Bill Maher's Club Random podcast. Him getting served up by Bill Burr. And boy, it was brutal. It was brutal. Come on in here, y'all. We're gonna get started in 1 second. We about to get started. We about to get started. That song is so beautiful, don't you agree? That intro song is so beautiful, don't you agree? But we here talking about Bill Maher and Bill Burr going at it. Here we go. But before we get all the way started, y'all need to go to DewanB.com. I got a lot of dope stuff happening on DewanB.com. I want to make this announcement now because I be forgetting. Sign up right now because I have discounts. Oh yeah, Famous Blacker. Let's go. Appreciate the super chat. So go to DewanB.com right now because if you click on courses, I got my Black American Music History course up. And if you are a subscriber on my email, you just got the discount code for $100 off the 8-part course. If you really, or you just buy it one class at a time. One class at a time. You want to learn the blues? It's class number 3. Want to learn Black American music from 1640 to 1920? Piece it together or get it all in one package. And right now, that's $100 off if you're part of my email list. If you're on the email list, check your emails for that discount. If you want to be added to that, add your name to the email list. And then also hit the shop up. We are in Black American Music History Month, June. This is Black Music Month, y'all. Juneteenth month. We are celebrating that on DewanB.com. And I have a discount on the Black American Music Family Tree t-shirts. 10% off the Black American Music Family Tree t-shirts. This Bigger Than Hip Hop t-shirt, 10% off. Doing this Black Music Month sale. And the Juneteenth t-shirts and Black Music Month t-shirts on sale right now at DewanB.com. All right, now that we got that out the way, white on white crime. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing this review because it ain't just happening on Club Shay Shay. It ain't just Cat Williams. It ain't just Black Comics. We've been hearing a lot of you weird ass niggas going around when y'all remember when Cat Williams said what he said? And why is it Black comedians are the only ones beefing? We the only ones, you stupid niggas. Everybody beefs. Everybody has issues. Everybody has conflict. And in this interview with Bill Maher and Bill Burr, it was definite heat being exchanged. Bill Maher, for those of you who don't know, is a political comedian, has been around. You know, he's a marginally funny comic who's been around forever. who has a lot of writers that write for him. He's a know-it-all. I used to watch his show Real Time with Bill Maher religiously from maybe 2001 till about 2009, 10. I watched probably every episode of that show for almost 10 years. And part of the reason why I stopped was because Bill Maher went from being a young white man to an old white man. Self-righteous know-it-all who is the Democrat, who's a liberal, who thinks he has the solutions for everyone, don't give a fuck about black people at all, but will put his black friends and his black girlfriends out there. The fact that he smokes weed, the fact that he's friends with Christopher Kidd Reed, and he used to date Superhead, and he's that liberal kind of white douchebag, who over the last 10 years has become a left-wing zealot, just a left-wing version of Bill Maher. I mean, I said Bill Maher, yeah, Bill O'Reilly. Bill Maher has become a left-wing version of Bill O'Reilly over the last decade plus. And Bill Burr, funny comic, to me, if you ask me, Bill Burr is just a funny motherfucker, period. Like, a lot of times, a lot of the people be funny for white boys, but they not nigga funny. Bill Burr is funny. Like, I've always put his comedy on the level of a lot of black comics because he's that funny. Doesn't give a fuck. And he masterfully goes on Bill Maher's show and spends an hour and a half slicing and dicing this motherfucker. I don't take pictures with a whole lot of people, but this one, Bill Burr used to come down to my show. So when I used to host at the Comedy Union, I was like 400 pounds back then. I'm still goddamn big, but I was like goddamn near 400 back then. Bill Burr used to come down and do my show at the Comedy Union. We talking like 2011. So I know he's cool. This was an all-black show. This was long before gentrification hit Pico and La Brea. And that white motherfucker used to come down there to the Comedy Union on a Monday night and rip that motherfucker. I mean, rip it. Most of them white dudes didn't come down to the Comedy Union because it's nothing they can do with it. Nothing they can do with it. Bill Burr, on the other hand, for real. Anyway, he went on Bill Maher's show and figuratively and jokingly undressed this motherfucker. I mean, he was so disrespectful. You don't go to nobody's show, Mr. Bill Burr, and do this to nobody. You was wrong. You was that was mean. It was evil, and it was motherfucking great. This happened 2 weeks ago, but goddamn it, I missed it. But I'm late to the party. If I did, but I got it. The party still happened. So let's get into it. I saw Russell Brand replaying parts of the show, so I don't want to risk it. So I'm not going to put the interactions up on camera, but I will play the audio for you. I will play the audio for you, and it's a few parts. What's up, Tory Rain? It's a good brother right there. Y'all go follow and subscribe to that man's channel, Tory Rain Reloaded. He always bringing that real talk. Well, anyway, like Bill Burr checked liberal Bill Maher in a way that I wish I could, but I don't have the access. And so right now, I'm not going to play the whole interview. I'm not going to play everything. You got to watch the whole hour and a half interview. It's funny as fuck. But I'm going to play some snippets, and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about this white-on-white crime that happened. I just put the full video in the chat. Don't y'all niggas watch this shit now. Bookmark it for later, okay? When I'm done with this show, bookmark it. But here we go. This here is Bill Burr talking about how smug Bill Maher is.
He was fucking hilarious.
About
oh my God.
About the drug? Even?
Like,
All right, here, the setup for this is, because I won't play the whole part, the setup part. Bill Burr just finished talking about a friend of his. And he was saying something that even I've said as a comic, that comics say all the time. Our friends are funnier than us. If you're a comic, you know somebody in your regular life that's 10 times funnier than you. And so Bill Burr is telling a story about one of his friends being like funnier than he is. And Bill Maher just totally like disrespectfully dismisses what he said. Listen to this.
That
dude,
good?
listen, I get it. You're not a knock-around guy. You looked up Latin words and you didn't fucking hang out with the fellas and they used to hang you by your underwear at the lockers. So now none of them are funny because this is your one thing. But I'm funny. They could never be as funny as me.
Well,
like there's so much shit about you that's funny that you're not even trying to be funny. Your whole fucking outfit is hilarious. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
A shirt and pants is an outfit?
You're dressed like that. Like you're going to sing that, what is that song? Splish Splash, I was taking a bath with your stupid little slippers.
He told him, you dress like you getting ready to sing that song, Splish Splash, I was taking a bath. Bruh, this nigga's roasting this dude on his own show. How do you do this?
It is hilarious.
I
don't know what it is. Yeah.
A shirt and pants is an outfit?
You're dressed like that. Like you're going to sing that, what is that song? Splish Splash, I was taking a bath with your stupid little slippers that you're wearing.
Slippers? These are like boots. These are almost Beetle.
Oh, fuck, you're an outlaw.
These are almost Beetle boots.
He said, oh, you're a fucking outlaw.
Chelsea boots. I know
Never
that
got
because my
over
wife's
Beetle
into
boots
fashion.
because they were the greatest.
What were?
Beetle boots.
Those were badass.
Well, that's what it was. It was like the half boot. That's what they sang.
That's
She
a
Loves You,
three-quarter
yeah.
tone. Yeah.
So he's using this interview as an opportunity to he's just clowning them. Oh, let me get it off the here. Let me get it off. I'm over here. Let me get it off the screen because I don't want to get a strike. I'm gonna put this screen up here so we can play more. So y'all see where we at.
It's great. And
let me go to this other part right here. Let me see here.
Different about that.
Yes, and that's why I have no problem with how you live your life. You are a happy guy.
I am a happy guy, and you're a happy guy.
I am.
See, that's the thing. We found what makes us happy.
Yeah, and then you get into your ego and not saying you.
No, not that part. Here we go.
Because I feel like now you're reading my lines. That's my line. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Wait, here we go.
You have no problem with how you live your life. You are a happy guy. Generally, whatever the fuck you said.
Here it is. Here's that part.
And then you get into your ego and not saying you, not metaphorically, hypothetically, generally, whatever the fuck you said. Garrettly, is you start thinking like, oh, this is the way you're happy is what made me happy. You know, so you have to do it the way that I'm fucking doing that. Then, you know, that's like, I don't. Right? I can do whatever the fuck I want. Can I?
Yeah,
Did I lose you in that somehow?
Yeah, because
what he's doing in that part, he's talking about Bill Maher, because Bill Maher throughout the interview was going through calling him stupid, trying to degrade him, trying to berate him.
I mean, it was like the cardinal sin.
On that.
Oh, it's still a cardinal sin.
It is. Okay.
It's still a cardinal sin.
On that smug shit, you know? Hold on.
Take on shit, right?
Wait, hold on.
Before cell phone cameras and all of that stuff, if you took somebody's joke, that person came in and fucking punched you out.
Oh, that was it.
There's a famous story about Jim Tom.
This is the part right here where he's talking about a comic getting socked out. This is what made me want to bring it. This story right here is what made me want to do this show. Talking about Robin Williams getting socked out.
Emerson, who I never worked with, he was even older than me, if that's imaginable.
It's incredible. So was he World War II?
Yes, they used to call him the Major. No, this is like late 70s when
He did Omaha Beach the day after D-Day.
he worked with Frank
It
Capra.
was a rough crowd.
Yes, he worked with Frank Capra, and
I know who he is. He's fucking amazing. I'm joking.
Yes?
Yes. Tim Thomerson. He's one of the legends down at the Comedy Store.
the story was that when Robin Williams, rest his soul, and great guy, but he might have had a tendency once in a while because he was on Mork and Mindy to hear something at the Comedy Store, and perhaps it involuntarily got into the back of his head, and then it would appear on Mork and Mindy. And the story was that Tim Thomerson just walked into the Comedy Store one night and punched him in the face.
Well, I mean, that's if you do.
That's the part right there I want to talk about. The story where Robin Williams got his ass socked out of the Comedy Store. And that happened more than once from what I heard. Comedy beef is as old as beef has been around. And so in the Eight of Hearts year, in this great revelation year, I'm doing this show today as a precautionary tale. We saw Cat Williams get everything started, telling stories of the past, talking about beefs, talking about his beefs. And black people, as emotional as we can be, a lot of us went right into, see, we the only one-isms. See, why are we always getting into beefs? Why are we always having these problems? Here, you can have two white men casually beefing with each other on the show. Like Bill Burr has been straight up disrespectful to Bill Maher the whole show. And they can talk about legendary comics literally fighting, and you don't see white America going around talking about, we the only ones. We the only ones. Why are we always fighting each other? It's you dumb niggas that talk like that make it fucked up for the rest of us. Look, man, people have humanity. Last time I checked, humans beef with each other. Humans get into conflicts with one another. But it seems like when black people get in conflicts with each other, when we display our humanity and come back and forth, all you gonna do is hear especially on all those Negro morning shows. I'm not even gonna mention them niggas' names. Oh man, why is we the only ones that got to have these beefs? Why is we Can you imagine if there's a podcast? Imagine Kevin Hart going on Earthquake's podcast and being this disrespectful. These two aren't ripping like Bill Maher is not make no mistake about it, y'all. Bill Maher is not a clowner. It's different. That might be a bad example because Kevin Hart and Earthquake both be ripping each other. Who's a more straight lace? Byron Allen. I'll say Byron Allen because Byron Allen's not a back and forth jokester like that. Or Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's not a back and forth jokester. I'll use Steve Harvey as an example. Because Earthquake versus Kevin Hart, that would actually be funny than a motherfucker. But imagine Kevin Hart or going on to Steve Harvey's podcast, somebody who's not a joker, somebody who's not a back and forth kind of guy, and just talking about how he dressed. And just doing it in the most disrespectful way. Cutting them off. Being rude. These niggas ain't playing. I'm only playing snippets because I can't play the whole video. I'll get strikes. If you go back and watch, and look, this isn't just me talking and trying to drum up stuff, trying to drum up shit between white folks. This was on Yahoo. Bill Maher, Bill Burr, you know, when he's talking about it, they're going in and talking. Let me see here. Look at the headlines. Look at the headlines. Everyone loves the Daily Beast. Everyone loves Bill Burr telling Bill Maher he's full of shit. Look at the imagery. It has Bill Burr. No, motherfucker. I'm about to disable my ad blocker. Fuck y'all. Well, anyway, y'all saw the picture. Let's get it again. You see that? You see that imagery? You see this? The white publication is talking about it. Bill Burr slams Bill Maher over ceasefire stance. They're talking about it. Bill Burr, Bill Maher, tense exchange. They're not going around saying they're joking, because I saw it was one coon ass nigga on my Twitter saying, "Oh, the white men, that were just joking around." No, nigga. These motherfuckers is going at it. Bill Burr destroys Bill Maher. Bill Burr roasts Bill Maher. Watching Bill Maher get wrecked on Bill Burr. Like, this, like, and I love Bill Burr for doing this, but can you imagine what you stupid ass niggas would be saying if this was two black people? Think about it, yo. Think about it, yo. How many niggas do you know would be like, we the only ones, we the worst ones, we the only ones, we the worst ones, we the niggas just be, you know what you niggas be acting like that talk like that? You know what you niggas be acting like? Y'all be acting like hoes. Acting like hoes. It's niggas like you that cannot wait for two black people to misbehave so you can go around talking about how we's our own worst enemy. We can't ever get along. Hoe ass niggas. Black peoples, we can never get together. This how y'all be sounding. You don't never see white peoples talking like that to each others. You don't ever see two white men being disrespectful. See, white folk, this is how white folk, this how they react to it. What's up, AW1? Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate the super chat. You see this shit here? You don't see not one of these white publications saying we are our own worst enemy. If this is Steve Harvey if this was Steve Harvey and Sinbad going at it, you would have Torre writing an article talking about how black men are extremely violent and disrespectful towards one another. You'd have Jamel Hill talking about the toxic masculinity within Black America. You'd have these different goddamn Negro coon ass morning shows talking about some, oh my God, why we needs to be civil. Yes, nigga, I'm throwing this in you coon niggas' faces because I don't like y'all. I said it very clearly. I don't like niggas like y'all. You know why I don't like it? Because there's a certain thing called humanity. It's a certain thing called humanity. And humans are going to disagree. And we as black people have to get to the point to when we see two black people disagreeing, we be like, oh, them niggas got a problem. Let me go mind my own business. Or, them niggas got a problem. Let's talk shit about it. Let's have some fun. But what we gotta stop doing is when we see two niggas have an issue, turn around and blame it on the culture. I was watching some shit. I was watching some interview, because I'll be watching shit that I don't necessarily want to watch sometimes just so I can have something to talk about. Or not even just have something to talk about, just to see how people think. And I was listening to Charleston White interview with Jason Lee. I'm about an hour into that interview right now. And you're hearing Charleston White and Jason Lee talk about everything bad that happens as black culture. And Charleston's talking about how he grew up in the suburbs, but he would go around and he would start doing a whole bunch of nefarious things because that's what the culture was. No, nigga, that was your ratchet ass family. It's not the culture. It's always a difference between those of us who grew up in the middle of the hood and those of y'all who visited the hood. Perceptions be way off. I grew up in the middle of the hood, and I knew in 1988 in LA, when LA had the highest murder rate in America, 3,500 murders in the city that year. And I remember being around that, knowing that that's not the cultural. Those niggas are fucked up. He talked about how he had a dad that worked, a mom that did well by him, but Charleston White didn't attribute that to black culture. You didn't attribute your mom that provided a middle-class upbringing to you to black culture. You contributed them niggas you had to go visit it that were violent to black culture. And that's what too many black people do. You'll have black people minding their own business, doing their own thing, having a good time with each other, and people will be like, oh, that's cool. It could be 2,000 niggas. That's how it was last year, Juneteenth, here in Lambert Park. Juneteenth was 3 beautiful days. 3. I mean, black folks getting along. We was kicking it, having a good time. 2 or 3 kids fucked around and was in McDonald's and like was being kids, like fucking around being unruly in a McDonald's. A couple people ran, and then when you know how niggas are, 2 people run, everybody running. So because I saw the stampede coming, 2 people ran, everybody else ran, and then it caused kind of like a little bit of a mini stampede. Situation was over in like 45 seconds. The shit was over with. People looked up. No, nobody got shot. Nobody got stomped out. It was just some kids at that McDonald's doing some dumb shit. That's all it was. And all I had to hear, all I had to do was come back on the internet. And I'm saying all these niggas that live north of the 10 freeway, live in the valley. See, that's why black folks can't get along, man. See, that's why I'm not going to Murray Park, man. Black folks just can't get along. We are our own worst enemy. Every time you get black folks together, you niggas are the worst. You know what y'all are? You niggas is hoes. You niggas is hoes. You niggas is. Stop being hoes. Understand, people, that 2 men can get in a disagreement, get in a verbal spat, and that has absolutely no implications on the rest of on the rest of their culture. It's just 2 people who don't get along. You niggas will recognize that when it's 2 white boys doing it. Somebody says, yes, I'm glad you got this question. I get your point is valid, but can blacks really afford to beef in front of the enemy? Yes. They beef in front of us all the time. Yes, we're humans. You're not going to stop beef, people. You're not. The whole point is, for those of us who see the beef happening, it's on us to recognize the humanity in the 2 people beefing and realize, hey, they have an obvious issue and a problem that has to be worked out. Let them work it out while the rest of us stay on the mission. Vice President Burr shot Alexander Hamilton in front of the slaves, nigga. And guess what? They went back to being white and running the country, and the slaves went back to being slaves. You can beef in front of the enemy all day long. Just get back to doing business. It's a guarantee we're going to beef. You know why we're going to beef? Because we have red blood flowing through our system, or blue blood flowing through our system that turns red once it hits outside oxygen. We have skin. We have brains. We have our own mind, and sometimes our mind conflicts with another person's mind. And guess what happens when my point of view comes in confrontation with another person's point of view, and it happens to happen on camera, or it happened behind the scenes, and it happens to be coming out? What's going to happen? That's just part of life, people. We as black people, we're not superhumans. Let me preach to y'all real quick. Let me preach to y'all real quick. We as black people, we're not superhumans. We're not better than anybody. We're not worse than anybody. We aren't down in the pits. We aren't angels either. We fuck up. We do good sometimes. We do bad sometimes. Sometimes we together, sometimes we not. The key is to recognize your brothers when it's good and when it's bad. And then you got to recognize when your brother's been good.
My God has been, He's been so good. He's been.
I'm playing that for a reason. At some point, you got to recognize the goodness in your people. Because black people we're really good at pointing out the flaws. Look at what that nigga did wrong. Look at what that nigga did wrong. Look at what that nigga did wrong. He too tall. He too short. He too fat. He too big. He could have spent his money somewhere. Why is he spending his money on all this stuff? He's supposed to be black empowerment. Why is he spending it on Rolls Royces and Bentleys? Why? We real good at that shit. We really good at two black people get along. All of us done fucked up now. And it's never balanced by the goodness in what we do. Niggas never go around and be like, oh man, did you see? Like, I'll give you an example. Look at Kyrie Irving. Look at how he stood 10 toes down. Do people be like, man, that's black culture right there? I know a small segment of us that are in black empowerment talk like this, but overall, when you see somebody like Kyrie Irving stand in principle and come out to be proven right, do you ever be like, that's black culture right there, standing on your own? Do you ever look at Stevie Wonder play music, Quincy Jones, and be like, that's black culture, music that feeds the world, music that inspires the world? No, you niggas don't do that. Do you look at black people who say things and who come together with each other when we do come together with each other and be like, that's black culture? No, the fuck you don't. Especially a lot of you Negro morning show niggas that's quick to talk about our flaws. You niggas never talk about the goodness in what we do.
He's been good. My God has been.
Hold on.
So good.
There we go. So yeah, you don't do that. And then, okay, you only talk about what's bad when it comes to us. You don't talk about anything good. And then when you see two white boys going at it like that, you act like you didn't see nothing. You niggas put your head down and walk around with your head in the sand like, oops, no, I didn't see nothing. I just didn't see nothing. I just didn't. Well, mass fighting? Oh, I'm just going to work. I'm just minding my own business, man. I just got to make my money. I'm just gonna make my money. What? Massive? When massive fight? Ooh, Massive Bill? They was just disagreeing. That's all. I'm just gonna go back to working now. I'm just gonna go back and act like I didn't see nothing. And then the next time 2 black comics get involved, I'll be like, it's only niggas that do it. Weird ass niggas. Weirdo ass niggas. So let's go a little more. This is the part right here where it really gets funny. This part right here.
In the Middle East.
With the kids demonstrating for Hamas, they are in with the
No,
terrorists.
they were for the Palestinians.
Well, it's sort of the same cause. Why, are you?
I'm on the side of the kids.
Yeah, that's easy to say. You know, no one wants to see kids dead. This is a war.
That was very brave of you to say that.
This is a war. No, I'm the one who's actually brave on this.
Pat yourself on the back.
It's easy to say I'm for the kids. Who's not for the kids?
Well, I
it
don't
comes down to real hard-nosed decisions. Like
No,
a country.
stop talking like you're a general.
A country got attacked. Israel got attacked.
He told him, stop talking like you're a general.
I'm not saying that they didn't have a right to go back. I'm just sitting there going like, how do I look at
We're
what?
the only country in the world that they get attacked, and then as soon as they counterattack, it's like, well, we got to stop this shit now. Don't attack them. There's a very simple solution to all this problem in the Middle East. Stop attacking Israel.
Hey, you
Stop
just solved
attacking
it.
Israel.
You just
I did.
solved it.
I actually
there you
did.
go. That's fantastic.
Anyway.
All right.
We don't need to get onto that.
Let's go to Russia and the Ukraine. How do you solve that one, Bill? Why can't Putin do a podcast with the head guy?
Oh, I think I can solve this one.
That was Russell Brand. I play his version. Let me go back to the other one. Yeah, he basically told Bill, "You can't solve anything. You ain't who you say you are. You ain't none of that." And called him out on his own show for that. But you see where Bill Maher is going with it. He's a fucking zealot. He's a fucking zealot, and he just got called out for it.
Amazing actors and everybody.
I like him.
Patrick Don Vito. Everybody helped me edit the thing. Ben Tischler, all of them.
Listen to
We were
this.
#1 globally on Netflix 2 weekends in a row, and it's
This right here, Bill Maher tried, like this right here, Bill Maher tries to hate on Bill Burr. Bill Burr talks about his movie that went #1. Bill Maher tries to say some slick hater shit. And this for all you dumb niggas that go around saying, black folks, we the only ones that hate on each other. Watch this. Watch Bill Maher try to hate and watch Bill Burr check him.
streamed like 50 million.
Because who around the world doesn't understand the concept of old dads? Certainly in Pakistan.
Well, maybe we just made a good movie.
No, so okay, so riddle me this about the business.
Was there a compliment? The thanks?
What?
There was no compliment in that.
Actually, there
Kind of
was.
shit on it. Like you didn't
No,
think
no.
think that it went fucking global.
No,
I didn't say in Pakistan they were watching. They might have. You don't think there's some old dads there?
no. What I said, it was.
Well, that's right.
It was
You figured out
it
the
was
Middle
a
East. I
giant
forgot.
hit. No, I found a way to craftily get a very good compliment.
Hated on him right there in front of him. Hated on him right there in front of him and got called out for it. This is everybody, people. This is how I'm only playing snippets. I want y'all to go back and watch this whole interview. Watch this part.
They see it sort of artistically. They see it through a
Can I ask you
very.
a question?
And I don't think they're stupider. I just think they see life through a different prism.
Can I ask you a question?
We
When was
gotta
the last
go.
time,
Good night.
from the bottom of your heart, you said to another human being, you know what, I'm wrong?
Oh, all the time. All the time.
Really?
My favorite words are "I'm wrong" or "I don't know," because every time I say them, I learn something. Absolutely. And
There you go. I didn't see that
I'm-
coming from you.
I know.
He's asked him, when was the last time you told somebody that I'm wrong? Just going all at this dude's ego. This is the last little part I want to play.
That's based on that. Can I tell you something, Bill? Most of the shit that you say is not smart. It's just sort of obscure.
It's not obscure to a certain percentage of people.
Yeah, people that are at
I'm
your
not some
altitude.
giant egghead.
He said, you know what, Bill? Most of what you say is not smart. It's just obscure. Let me play that part again.
Obscure to a certain percentage of people.
Yeah, people that are at
I'm
your
not some
altitude.
giant egghead. I'm just
I know you're not that smart.
I know. I'm not saying I am. Which says something about all these things I say that you don't know what I'm talking about.
So what?
I know.
There's subjects I could bring up. It's just, you're just into, musicals. You're not gonna make me feel dumb. Because who's your favorite?
You're so dumb. You sell stadiums.
Let me ask you this: who's your favorite? What's your favorite top musical?
I'm not a musical fan at all. My Fair Lady was playing in the house when I was a kid, along with some other ones, but that's the one I gravitated to. I still could play Professor Henry Higgins.
See, so that was basically some of the snippets that I wanted to get to. This whole interview was packed with setup, insult, setup, insult. And it was good seeing Bill Maher get checked on his own show like that.
I like my show. Okay, we all have our niche.
Oh God, you're so fucking highbrow.
Well, it's
does
true.
your
part
shit
here.
jokes float above?
This part I missed right here. I'm going to play.
You may have heard is a college town. There's quite a few intellectuals there.
I wanna talk
The
about
audience
Boston.
that's very sophisticated. They had a rough night in Boston once where
Oh, yeah. I can see
was the
that.
headliner. Than most to me.
Listen to this part. This is shame.
I knew what that meant. I would agree or disagree with it.
I normally would not have used those words.
Did
but
you ever play Nick's
now
Comedy
you're-
Stop? I bet you had some rough sets in that one.
I'd had a rough night in Boston once where
yeah. I can see
was the
that.
headliner.
I could see you not having a good time in Boston. I could see them going.
That was a long time ago.
Dude, you have. This is a hacky reference, but you totally have the energy of you forgot to give out the homework assignment, Mrs. So and so.
I gotta show this. He said you totally have the energy of you forgot to give out the homework assignment, Mrs. So and so. Listen to this part right here.
Long time ago.
Dude, you have. This is a hacky reference, but you totally have the energy of you forgot to give out the homework assignment, Mrs. So and so.
Boston, you may have heard, is a college town. There's quite a few intellectuals there. The audience that's very sophisticated.
Look how frustrated Bill Maher is. Boston is a very intellectual town. There's a whole bunch of intellectuals there. There's a place called Harvard there. Bill Maher flustered like a motherfucker. Ain't he? Look. Look. Let's do it again. Let's go back. I might get a tribal. Fuck it. Look.
You may have heard is a college town. There's quite a few intellectuals there. The audience that's very
He's
sophisticated.
talking
They
fast.
like my show. Okay, we all have our niche.
Oh God, you're so fucking highbrow.
Well, it's true.
Does your shit jokes?
He said, "Oh God, you're so fucking highbrow." This is white on white crime, folks.
Float above ours?
A little bit.
Why? Because you say setment tank or something? Or something about shit?
Wait, what was I just going to tell you? God damn it.
Nothing interesting.
No, it was. What were
He said, "What was I going to tell you?" The nigga's response was nothing interesting. Oh my God. Oh, I gotta play that part again.
Why? Because you say setment tank or something? Or something about shit?
Wait, what was I just going to tell you? God damn it.
Nothing interesting.
No, it was. What were we talking about? Something.
No, we were
I know,
talking about
something
going to
important.
Boston.
Boston. Thank you. Yes.
He said, "What was I going to tell you? Nothing interesting." I mean, nigga, dog, this interview was gold. I don't give a fuck. Bill Burr is doing this to Bill Maher's show. Mind you, dog, this isn't Bill Burr's podcast. This is Bill Maher's podcast. Bruh. Hey, chat room, how did we miss this one? This was 2 weeks ago. How did we miss this? How did we miss this? How did we miss this? Bruh. Yo. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me see here. Oh, this is the part I missed right here. Comparing intelligence. Listen to this part.
You know what I'm doing on this show? I feel like I didn't study for the test.
Oh God, yeah. I still don't know why you booked me on that show.
Because you were in the celebrity spot, and because you're a very bright guy. You play this character of the blue collar regular guy, but you're obviously very, very smart.
In a bar?
It's a no.
Dude, you know what's really smart?
No.
You know what's really smart? The people they write books about. Those are really smart people.
Well, that's definitely on a level above us. Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just comparing me to like your friends who you think are so funny. No, I'm kidding. I know you
See
do.
how Bill Maher took a shot at his friends? He had been taking shots at Bill Burr's friends the whole show.
I defend these friends so bad. Where are they now? What are the describe the friends to me? What do they do? Andy and Bill Bob. What do they do? Where are they?
What do you mean? What do they do?
Where are they now?
They have regular jobs.
Right? Like?
I'm not going to get into their fucking lives. But everything that you would look down your fucking nose.
Do your kids play together still?
Yeah.
He's just going in. That's not the part I wanted to see. That's not the part I wanted. That's not. Oh yeah.
And
is this the part?
You still have that attitude?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't listen to any parent that comes at me with some negative shit. I just go like, enjoy every second of it because it's going to fly by or whatever. And I've let go a lot of that. That whole fucking enjoy every second of it. It's like the reason why you feel, I think, when you get older as a parent that you didn't enjoy it enough is because of the responsibility.
Okay, I don't want to go too far, playing too much for it. But there's a part in the same area where Bill Burr says he tells Bill Maher, "It's good. I thank God you didn't become a parent." He told him he thanks God that he didn't become a parent. And dog, yeah. So I don't know, chat. I don't know how we missed this. I don't know. I don't know how we missed this. I don't know how we missed this. If you didn't see this interview, go back and watch. Go back and watch because yeah, this was a massacre, y'all. This was a massacre. This was a massacre. I want to know what y'all think. I want to know what y'all think. Call in. I had some issues with my Skype the other day, so I hope this same number still works. 323-744-7425. Call in. 323-744-7425. What do you think about Bill Maher getting his ass handed to him on his own show by Bill Burr? Two comics talking about issues in comedy. You know, Bill Burr did, for the most part, basically exposed. We all see Bill Maher as an ass, and Bill Maher has been walking around like an ass this whole time. But Bill Burr just really put his ass all the way out there. And I think that this was beautiful. Call in 323-744-7425. That shit was a 4-game sweep. You damn right. Yeah, I stopped watching Bill Maher about 2010-ish. Maybe, 2010 around the time I stopped watching Bill Maher. I used to watch that motherfucker faithfully. The hell? Oh, shit, we got one of them Amber Alerts going on here. We got one of them Amber Alerts going on. In California, we be having these little Amber Alerts and shit. I don't know if y'all got, if you in LA, I don't know if you just got one. I just got one of them stupid ass Amber Alerts on my phone. Or emergency alert. I don't know if it's Amber. One of them Emergency alerts. Fuck out of here. Thought I had them goddamn emergency alerts taken off. Yeah, you're right. Media does not promote white beef. No, I can't go there. They do. They do. We just, as black people, for the most part, don't pay attention to them. The thing is, they're always monitoring us, and we're generally monitoring our own business. That's the issue. Because like I said here, look at here. They talked about it. That shit was on the Daily Beast. It was all over Reddit. It was on Huffington Post. It was in Variety magazine. It was on TMZ. It was on Fox News. It was there. Just look at the headlines. Their beef, mate. It was on USA Today. It was on Yahoo. Men's Journal. Bill Burr tells Bill Maher why he's not as smart as he thinks he is. Newsweek. Bill Burr slams Bill Maher. Why am I effing listening to you? TheSalon.com. Oh, yeah. They talk about it. They talk about it, folks. The thing is, we don't talk about it. It's usually black people. Black people are the ones that promote our beefs. It's usually us being the loudest in the room saying we the only ones. We the only ones. Why? We the only ones. You see Shannon Sharp. You saw people going at Shannon Sharp, see, and making it a black thing. See, Shannon Sharp. Instead of talking about Shannon Sharp, you had these folks on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. He tried to say, "Oh, that's because of black folks." Niggas, shut up and do your morning show, man. That's not because of black folks. Humans like salacious stories. Period. Humans like salacious stories. Humans like the bullshit. Black, white, Latino, Asian, don't matter. People like the bullshit. The reason why it gets blown up the way it does is because we be the ones playing victim. If I can tell you right now, at least 50% of black folks' issues that get blown up out of proportion, at least half of those, we can cut those in half if we just stop niggas from playing victim all the time. If we could just shut the we the only one ass niggas up, if we could just shut y'all up, that would probably take out at least half, maybe 80% of the shit that hits the national spotlight. If we just let niggas beef and be like, man, that shit was funny than a motherfucker. Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? Niggas gossip for a little bit and then get back to living their life. It wouldn't be a big story. It becomes a big story, but y'all be like, we the only ones. Then you turn on Stephen A. Smith. It's another thing between black men. Black men just can't get along. And then you listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, man, black folks. Because Shannon Sharp, man, when the black folks gonna learn? You listen to Kwame Brown. I like Kwame Brown. I think Kwame Brown one of the good ones. But he'll be another one. Yeah, man. See, you talking about two niggas. Then it becomes a black thing. Well, see, black folks, Charleston White, talking about two niggas. Then it become, well, black people. Look at these headlines. You can talk about what happened without making it a cultural thing. This is page 2, The Rap, The Hill. All up and down. We can keep going down the pages. Everybody talked about the New York Post. Talked about it. The goddamn, I didn't even know IMDb had a page. I didn't even know IMDb had a news page. Did y'all? Chat room. Did y'all know that IMDb had a news page? I didn't until now. Yeah, Quan, that's what kind of gets me to stop listening as much too. Kwame be saying some cool shit, but then he'll turn around and be like, "See, that's what's wrong with black people." No, that's what's wrong with them ignorant ass niggas you around. You don't talk about the greatness of Kobe Bryant and be like that, and Michael Jordan to be like, that's what's right with black people. You don't, you know that they'll talk about anything negative, but they won't. They'll talk about the greatness of somebody like they'll mention Magic Johnson, Kobe, LeBron, Michael Jordan. All the great people get to be great on their own. They'll never say, and that's why black people are so great. Do they? But let any one of them niggas fuck up. And that's what's wrong with black people. But when they do right, it's never what's right with black people. That's why I don't fuck with you kind of niggas. Y'all ain't fair. But no, I did not even know IMDb had a news page. I knew I go to IMDb to check, who was in what movie. I don't be knowing. I ain't know that. Every major almost every major outlet on the internet picked up this story, even Fox News. Talking about Palestine. Talking about the roast. I can keep going. We can keep going. But I like doing these shows every now and again like this to remind us where we are in society. Everybody don't have to get along. Everybody's not going to get along. Hmm? That Coke versus Pepsi. Mayo versus washcloth. That motherfucker said mayo versus washcloths. And when he said, "Teacher, you forgot your homework," oh my God. What's Bill Maher's birthday? January 20th. Let's see why Bill Maher is such a pompous asshole. His birthday is January 20th. Bill Maher's birthday is January 20th, 1956. 1/20/1956. Oh, Bill Maher is a 7 of diamonds. They can get pretty judgmental. Especially he's a borderline Aquarius Capricorn. He's on that borderline. People that be born right on a borderline of signs be having a whole lot going on. What's Bill Burr's birthday? Let's see. Oh, he's June 10th. His birthday's coming up. June 10th, 1968. 06/10/1968. Okay. Oh, shit. Do I have that right? Do I have that right? Let me check my math. Let me check my math. They're both 7 of diamonds. This is interesting. Bill Maher and Bill Burr are of the same card. That can be interesting because every card matchup don't get along. Like us King of Club niggas, King of Clubs can for the most part occupy the same space because we kings, but we ain't really tripping on the next. But Seven of Diamonds people, a lot of times their egos won't allow them two to be in the same room with each other. And here's why. They both, don't get me wrong, they can't, because they have a Two of Hearts Saturn. So they can get along if they share similar values. That Two of Hearts Saturn, that tells me if two Seven of Diamonds people are in the same room, they have to share like identical core values. Because the two's a balance. If their values, and Saturn is a planet of values, that shows me if their values don't align, they're not going to get along. There's no way in Sam fuck hell Bill Maher and Bill Burr could ever be friends. They couldn't be. They both, as cool as their egos wouldn't allow it to be. And more so on Bill Maher's side. His ego is so overinflated. But these two, they both require too much attention. You like 10 of diamonds. You can't have two niggas be 10 of diamonds in the same room. It's going to be a problem. And it's a similar way with the 7 of diamonds. 7 of diamonds needs to be the only 7 of diamonds in that room. They're going to spend all day trying to outshine each other. Their combination card is an ace of clubs. So that means basically the only thing those two can really come together along is intellectual. Like two 7 of diamonds people, their partnership has to be intellectually based, where they have a common intellectual mutual interest. But these two dudes intellectually are on opposite ends of the field. Bill Maher is not that smart, but he likes to be a pompous and be an asshole and act like he's smart. Bill Burr is that smart, but he has an issue with people who are pompous assholes. Yep, that friendship could never be. Nah. Only thing they could do together now, they as an ace of clubs partnership card, they could work together. They absolutely could work well on, and they could work well on camera together too. They could work together, but they couldn't be personal friends. Nah. Ace of clubs likes to be by itself too much. Oh yeah, D.L. Hughley did do that. Right. Junior Network. D.L. Hughley did that to Shannon Sharp. Made it seem like he's only beef with. He made it seem like Shannon Sharp only picks beefs for black people. But how long has D.L. Hughley been going on Vlad now? Since what? 2016, 15? Anytime something happened, anything D.L. Hughley has to say about another black person, he go to that white man and tell it. That's what it is, man. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. But I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. Go to DewanB.com right now to the shop. Y'all need to go on over to the shop right now. It's Black Music Month. We are in Black Music Month. So get your Black Music Month t-shirts right now at DewanB.com. In the shop, the Black American Music Family Tree t-shirts are on sale right now. They're on sale. And also, I got my Black Music History course. It's if you're part of the subscriber list, you got $100 off this course. You get 8 classes on the history of Black music, broken down in depth. So if you liked my documentary, if you want to know more, if you like what you saw in Microphone Check with Tariq, if you like what you saw in that, go ahead and enroll in the class, all right? Breaking it all down, give you the books, the resources, and everything. Go enroll in the course. It's self-paced. Finish it at your own space, at your own pace, all right? Thank y'all for listening again. And remember, there are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. Black people, let's get to the point to where we can beef with each other and fight with each other and that not be a thing that's an implication on all of us. Because guess what? We're human. We're not superhuman. Humans are always going to have issues. That's just what it is. It's not an indictment. Two people not getting along is not an indictment on our culture. It's an indictment on the human culture. Name one group of human beings on earth that don't have internal conflict. I'll show you somebody that's probably not a fucking human being because they don't exist. Everybody has conflict. Talk about it, laugh at it, have a good time with it, but it don't mean shit when it comes to the rest of us. Corny ass niggas. I'm out.